Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Apex27. This video is partially sped up throughout the whole thing. There are important moments where it's slowed down so that you can catch the important bits. But this was a saga of some of the cowardliest players I've ever met in my life. One of the longest invasions I've ever had. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand players can play through the game and they don't want to PvP. And if you're on console, there's no mod to stop that. So if they want to play together, they have to deal with stuff like this, and they don't want to. But that's, for me, that's a thing that you should expect when you play From Software games. The only one that doesn't have it is Sekiro, and that's because they didn't want to think about PvP when they made the game. They just wanted to make a good game without those limits for once. But since they've had it in every game other than that, you really can't complain that invasions are still a thing, because that's clearly the intention of the designer. So if you are mad about that, you can just take it up with Hidetaka Miyazaki himself. Otherwise, understand that invasions are going to happen. Now, this video is going to be a little bit lower production than my usual ones because I am pretty tired right now and I really don't feel like going through a whole commentary. So what I will say is around the 9-minute mark of this video is when my live comm actually starts. I thought there was going to be live comm throughout this whole clip, this whole 45-minute or so clip, but for some reason my mic wasn't picking up anything I was saying until right near the end. I think it was malfunctioning for some reason, and then I muted it really fast and unmuted it for a reason I'm honestly not sure why I did it, but when I did that, it seems to have kicked in the audio. So there is audio of me speaking about the invasion during the invasion on live chat, live comm. So you can go there if you're really wanting to skip this, but have fun here watching this really passive and cowardly trio of players. I'm not going to say gank squad because they weren't intentionally ganking. They were trying to play through the level. But as you can see throughout these entire bunch of clips here, they don't want to enter this cave. They get a little bit brave here and there. But if I start to back up into this cave to try and make things a little more fair with these frogs that spit death blight out, they won't go anywhere near it, and they won't attract the aggro of the frogs until they get much deeper into the cave, I'm pretty sure. So they should be a little bit braver than they are, but they just aren't. Even when it's 3v1, 2v1, it looked like the host went upstairs to avoid dying while these guys dealt with me, but it's ironic because they simply just don't really deal with me until right about now, which for you it's only been 3.5 minutes, but for me in this like real-time situation, we were at 10 or 15 minutes when they finally started actually fighting me and getting in this cave. I'll admit it's because I got a little impatient. But anyway, so at some point, oh, and look, they're also the first squad of players that I ever got hit with these. These are the Lloyd Talisman equivalents in this game that they're throwing at me, but I've just never been hit by them. I've never used them myself. I don't know why they're so unpopular in this game. I think they're quite hard to get. Like, the cookbook to get them is just kind of like in a difficult, annoying place to go. Late game as well. And obviously not everyone has Patches Emporium. They don't realize it exists, or they just don't want to do it, or whatever. Don't have the time to wait for people to answer. Either way, you saw that they killed 1 or 2 of the Deathblight frogs, lizards, whatever, over there. So honestly, they don't really have that much to be afraid about. Here, man, it was close, but luckily it actually makes the mage one-shot and he's pretty much out of it for the rest of this until later on when the host decides to come back. You'll see. I'm not sure what else to say, honestly. Just that these guys were extremely cowardly, and if you're hoping to see them be as cowardly as possible, wait till the end of the video. You'll get a pretty big payoff. Which is the main reason why I uploaded this video. So looking forward to taking out all three of them. But the ending of the video is pretty funny. I outsmart them. You'll see. I don't want to spoil it. But here you can see that I'm out of flasks and I used the warmth stone. They also used the warmth stone, and the host threw some incantations down to support, heal. Right now, Blide is, if I'm not mistaken, he's over there waiting. And I'm here waiting, trying to catch them in the middle of it. But they never come. And it turns out what they've done is they've gone back up the lift. And now we are going to play a game of peekaboo with the lift. This is the first time I go up, which is right after the first time I lower it. I attract their attention. And then for the rest of this invasion, you can hear me fooling my mic actually right there. This is not too far off. Soon I will have my mic and I will be talking in the invasion, and this commentary will end so you can hear me talking in the live comm. But they continue to camp this lift for the rest of the invasion until they finally get too impatient and come down. I am looking through all my resources, making sure I can do everything, because I intend to go out in one final flash here, one big bang at the end, where I throw everything I have left at them with the help of Blide. Or whatever I can do. I was even at this point planning to maybe run into the Lake of Rot and eventually go to the Grand Cloister and use the beetle monsters that are down there as like aid, and obviously the swamp. And if I'm not mistaken, this might be where the commentary starts. It might be the next one. If I hear myself start talking, I'm going to end the commentary. Right, okay, it's the next one. So I go up the lift again soon. You'll see. And that's when I start speaking. So as this is coming to a close and my live comm is about to start over the post comm, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Be back with better quality, higher editing next time. Woo! I didn't realize that was going to go down. That was lucky. Now they came back already. The second they heard their little buddy was in trouble, they came back. He's on DB. losers, man. Are they finally gonna come down? Are they finally gonna come? Oh wow. Yeah, hey. Fucking nerds. You already died?